Hello viewer, welcome back to my channel Ongsuman Sinha Mathematics. So as you can see from the board that we are doing CBSE class 10th mathematics exercise 7.2 coordinate geometry NCERT book. Hope you are able to see the board. Hope it's clearly visible to you. So without delaying the time, I'm starting the portion. So as you can see, we have done up to question number 5. Up to question number 5 we have completed, and now we will start from question number 6. Exercise 7.2 NCERT book. Now what is given in question number 6? We'll start from the NCERT exercise 7.2. Only writing the exercise 7.2. So question number 6. Let's come to question number 6. Up to question number 5 we have done. Question number 6. Here it is given that if 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6, 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. These are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. That means if I draw a parallelogram, this would be the parallelogram. Now this would be 1, 2. This would be 4, y. This would be x, 6. This would be 3, 5. So that's why it is called taken in order. So I am taking these vertices as A, this as B, this as C, and this as D. Okay. Now find the value of x and y. Okay. We have to find the value of x and the value of y. Now since it is a parallelogram, so obviously we can see that this distance equal to this distance. That means AB is equals to root under of (4 minus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square, and DC is equals to root under of x minus 3 whole square plus 6 minus 5 whole square. Now obviously AB is equal to DC. AB is equal to DC. That means this will be 3 square and plus y minus 2 whole square, that equal to x minus 3 whole square plus 1 square. Now this is one equation, that is from here we can write that 3 square means 9, 9 minus 1, that's equals to x minus 3 whole square minus y minus 2 whole square. That's implying 8 is equals to, this means x minus 3 plus y minus 2 into x minus 3 minus y plus 2. That's implying x plus y minus 5 and x minus y minus 1. Now in the next step, this distance means or we can apply an alternating process. That process should be, if we join the diagonal, it intersects in the point O. Now O is the midpoint of AC and BD both. Okay, so if we join in the diagonals, we'll if we do this by solution of this, then this the solution will be too much bigger. So we'll apply another method to solve it. This here a B, the coordinate of B should be 4, y. Now if we join the diagonal, we'll get that O as a midpoint. So coordinate of O should be, O is the midpoint of AC and BD, because diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. So here 3 plus 4 by 2, comma, this can be written as 5 plus y by 2. 5 plus y by 2. So the coordinate of O should be 7 by 2, comma, 5 plus y by 2. Again I am writing the coordinate of O should be 1 plus x by 2. 1 plus x by 2, comma, 2 plus 6 by 2. 2 plus 6 by 2. So coordinate of x would be 1 plus x by 2, comma, this would be 4. Now these two coordinate means the both are the coordinate of O. So we can write that 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. That means x is equal to 7 minus 1 means 6. So x is equal to 6, and 5 plus y by 2, that equal to 4. So 5 plus y is equal to 8. So y is equal to 8 minus 5 means 3. So x is equal to 6, y is equal to 3. And these are the value of x and y. Hope you are able to understand it. Let's check it what's the answer that is given in the answer book. Question number 6 and 3. Next come to the question number 7. Question number 7. Now it is given in question number 7. Find the coordinate of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2, minus 3 and B is 1, 4. So I am drawing one circle over here. This is circle. This is circle, and AB be the diameter. AB be the diameter, and here is told that I am taking O as the midpoint. O as the midpoint of AB. Okay, and the coordinate of A is not given. Coordinate of B is given 1, 4, and coordinate of O, that is the center, that's given 2, minus 3. 2, minus 3. So let the coordinate of A is equals to x, y. since O is the midpoint of AB, O is the midpoint of AB, so obviously I'm writing that since O is the midpoint of AB, therefore obviously x plus 1 by 2, x plus 1 by 2 that equal to 2. From here x plus 1 equal to 4, that means x equal to 3, and y plus 4 by 2, y plus 4 by 2 that equal to minus 3, that implying y plus 4 equal to minus 6, so y equal to minus 10. So the coordinate of A should be, coordinate of A should be how much? 3 comma minus 10. Next move to question number 8. A and B, the coordinate of A and B given, find the coordinate of P such that AP is equal to 3, 7 AB and P lies on the line segment AB. Okay. Question number 8. Come to question number 8. What is given in question number 8? AB on line segment given here. AB line segment. AB line segment is given here. And PB another line segment. PB another point. P must be lie on AB. AP is equal to 3, 7 AB. AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. That means AP is to AB, that equals to how much? 1 is to 3 by 7. 1 is to 3 by 7. Or if we multiply this ratio by 7, we multiply this ratio by 7, we get 7 is to 3. So AP is to AB, AP is to AB, that's equal to 7 is to 3. So this is my 7 and this is 3. Means M1 is equal to 7, M2 is equal to 3. Understand? It's equal to 3. Now let us write the coordinate of A and B. This will be minus 2 comma minus 2, minus 2 comma minus 2, and this will be 2 comma minus 4, 2 comma minus 4. Now the coordinate of P should be 7 into 2 plus 3 into minus 2 by 7 plus 3 comma 7 into minus 4 plus 3 into minus 2 by 7 plus 3. Now if I do the calculations over here, P is equals to 7 into 2 14, 14 minus 6 means 8, so plus 8 by 10 comma, this will be minus 28 and this will be minus 6, means minus 34 by 10. If we simplify it, that's equals to 4 by 5, comma, minus 17 by 5. So the coordinate of P should be 4 by 5 and minus 17 by 5. Next on to question number 8. And question number 8, it is told that if A and B are AB, one line segment is given, A is equals to minus 2 comma 2, minus 2 comma minus 2, B is equals to 2 comma 4, 2 comma minus 4, 2 comma minus 4, and it is told that AP is equals to 3 by 7 AB. It is told us that. So A is equal to minus 2 comma minus 2, coordinate of B is equal to 2 comma minus 4, and coordinate of P we have to find, and it is told that AP is equal to 3 7 of AB. AP is equals to 3 7 of AB. So from this ratio we can tell that AP is to AB is equal to 3 to 7, means if AB is equals to 1 unit, then AP will be 3 by 7 unit. So PB will be 1 minus 3 by 7, that means 4 by 7. So if I again do the ratio, that is AP is to PB, that will be 3 by 7 is to 4 by 7, that will be 3 to 4. Now so this will be 3 and this will be 4, okay. So next we will find the coordinate of P. So P is equals to 3 into 2 plus 4 into minus 2 by 3 plus 4, comma 3 into minus 4 plus 4 into minus 2 by 3 plus 4. That means this will be 6, this will be minus 8, so minus 2 by 7, comma, this will be minus 12, and this will be minus 8, minus 20 by 7. So coordinate of P should be minus 2 by 7 and minus 20 by 7. Next come to question number 9. Find the coordinate of the point which divide the line segment A and B into 4 equal parts. Question number 9. Question number 9. AB, one line segment. Now I am taking one point P. First I will do it in 4 equal parts. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Next I am taking P as a point over here. So P, we can see that P divides AB in 4 equal parts, almost 4 equal parts. Okay. So now let us write the coordinate of A. Coordinate of A should be minus 2 comma 2, minus 2 comma 2. Coordinate of B should be 2 comma 8, 2 comma 8. Since P divides AB in 4 equal parts, so obviously this is 3 part and this is remaining 1 part. So obviously this is 3 and this is 1. Understand? This is 1. So this will be my M1 and this will be M2. So coordinate of P is equals to 3 into 2. We have to write that coordinate of P. Next P is equals to 8 in this line. I am just omitting that line. I am just doing directly, but you have to write coordinate of P. So here 3 is to 2, or 3 into 2 plus 1 into minus 2 by 3 plus 1, comma 3 into 8 plus 1 into 2 by 3 plus 1. That equal to 6 minus 2 means 4 by 4 comma 24 26 by 4. That means the quantity of p should be 1 comma 13 by 2. So this is one point. This is one point. Next, if I take the position of P, over here, this is the first position of P. If I take the position of P over here, next case, so this is case 1. Next come to case 2. Case 2, position of P will be changed. So that will be, if I take the position of P, that P lies over here, I am taking. So obviously that time this will be 1 unit and this will be 3 unit. So that case the coordinate of P should be 1 into 2 plus 3 into minus 2 by 1 plus 3 comma, this will be 1 into 8 plus 3 into 2 by 1 plus 3. That means this will be minus 6 plus 2 means minus 4 by 4, and this will be 8 plus 6 means 14 by 4. So that will be minus 1 comma 7 by 2. So that will be the another position or another coordinate of P, which divides the line segment in 4 equal parts. Hope you are able to understand it. Another position. Next come to case 3. If I take the position of P case 3, that means if I take the position of P in the middle point, in the middle side, means if I take the position of P over here, if this I take the position of P over here, now that will also divide it in 1/4 ratio. Okay, so in that case this will be 2 and this will be 2, means it will be the midpoint, it will become the midpoint of A and B. So in that case the coordinate of P should be case 3, case 3. Case 3. In this case, the ratio will be same. So the coordinate of P should be P lies midpoint, means in mid of AB. So in this case, the coordinate of P should be minus 2 comma 2 by 2 comma 2 comma 8 by 2 comma 8 by 2. So coordinate of P should be, this will be 0, this will be 10 by 2, P should be 0 comma 5. So these three will be the coordinates of P. Let's come to question number 10. Question number 10, this is the last question of this exercise, exercise 7.2. Question number 10, what is given in question number 10? Find the area of a rhombus whose vertices given. So I'm taking this as rhombus, and vertices are given A, B, this is C, this is D. Vertices 3, 0, B 4, 5, next minus 1, 4, next minus 2, minus 1. So we have to find AC first and BD. So AC is equals to root under of 3 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. That means root under of 4 square plus 4 square means root under of 32 unit. Next BD. BD is equal to root under of BD is equal to root under of 4 plus 2 whole square plus 5 plus 1 whole square unit. So that's equals to root under of, this will be 6 square plus this will be 6 square root 72. Now we know that area of a rhombus will be half into product of its diagonal, means area of ABCD, that equal to half into AC into BD, SQ unit, that equal to half into AC. AC mean root 32, BD mean root 72 square unit. Next, if you do the calculations, this will be half into 4 root 2 into 6 root 2. So that if you do this calculation over here, that means this will be 12 into root 2 means 2, means 24 SQ unit. SQ units. SQ unit. Okay. So that is the answer. 24 SQ unit. So that's it for this video of exercise 7.2. In my next video, we'll come and join of solving exercise 7.3. That is related to the area of a triangle. Till then, keep watching my channel, do subscribe, and please share as much as possible. Please support me. Thank you.